Hello YouTubers, and it is Suit Monday today. Oh yeah, beginning of a new week. Hopefully you all had a great weekend, got my smoothie, got my new vehicle. Just kidding, that's not mine. The Yaris is still here. Oh yeah. Now it's time to start off the week right. Head to the club, get on to training. Oh yeah. And we've made it outside of the session. We're in the line for food. Rob.
I'm liking that.
How was the sesh?
Yeah, it was alright, although I had to follow Ed, so I had a bit of a rough time. I had to just sort of forget what he was doing and think about what you were doing behind me.
Ed, what do you have to say about that?
Well, I had to think about what he was doing behind me.
Yeah, I had to think about what Frank was doing last week.
A lot of things going on. Alright, let's get some food because food is fuel. And we're in the crew room, we've got breakfast. It's the usual brown spreading toast bread, eggs, beans. Gonna mash it up and gonna eat it up because Ed has went catatonic. How does it feel?
Yeah, I've gone catatonic. Too much time on the water, not enough recovery. That's what it is.
Too many gains trying to be collected by Ed. But now it's time to fuel up. Let's get to it. And we've finished breakfast. Now it's time to go do some weights. Let's get to it. We've made it into the crew room for lunch after a wonderful weight session, wonderful day so far. I also had it all set to 4K, so no slow-mo until now, so maybe some slow-mo later on, but now it's time to fuel up because food is fuel. And now we're back in the changing room. We're all getting ready, or not a lot of us are getting ready. I'm getting ready to go out side of the change room to get onto the rowing machine for a third session. But now this session is, yes, getting my heart rate up for the UT2 a little bit, but also working on the techers. So I'm going to do a little bit of feet out, which should help my sort of back end and sort of pressing it out. So that is the technical talk for today. We're going to do this ergo and we'll see you after. All right, let's get to it. And that is the ergo finish for the third session of the day. Today was very technique orientated, so I had my feet out today working on the back end. Reasonable split, don't want to be pushing too hard, making sure I'm not sweating too much, my heart rate's not too high, but trying to move it on just little bit by little bit. So I only wanted to do high 150s, or 50.1, 50.2, 50.3, I ended up under 50, so that was a nice little surprise, but working on the techers. But now, as always, after a workout, you need to fuel up, make sure you're recovering properly. So I'm gonna get some food at the house. I'll see you there. And I'm back in the house after getting finished at the club, finishing the ergo. And it's time for some food. I've got some leftovers, some cheesy pasta, chickeny type dish. So we're gonna heat that up, eat that up, and recover. Because remember, food is fuel and it's a huge part of recovery. Then I'm gonna chill out for the rest of the day after what has been the first day of big training, team training for pretty much now until trials will be sort of head down blaze for fitness, for strength, for training together, for getting the techers honed in for the pair, for the erg, for the 2K. So the trial itself in November is a 2K erg on the Saturday and a 5K row in the pair. So both very different disciplines and have to be good at both of them, or as good as I can be at both of them. And that is 9 weeks yesterday, so 9 weeks on Sunday. I think it's November 10th, November 11th. So a few weeks to prepare. Lots of training time is possible in between now and then. But like I've mentioned before, it's to be very consistent and just a little bit here and there. So like I've mentioned before in the weights, if I was to do 2.5 kilos more every 9 weeks, so if I take a couple of weeks out, we'll say 8 weeks of that is lifting, and I do 2.5 kilos more, that's 20 kilos added on to the bar over that 8-week period. So that's one example. Same thing goes with erging. If I take off maybe even just 0.1, 0.2, that can be anything between 0.8 of a split and 1.6 of a split in 8 weeks on my, say, UT2, and making sure I'm adapting and rather not pushing it. But I think that will be it for the rest of the episode today. Hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of the footage as well, the drone footage, and pretty much any of the footage. Like I always say, hopefully you enjoyed it. But that will be it for today. And remember, subscribe if you haven't already on this Suit Monday to get the week off right. Hit that like button, and as always, Yamsquad. Oh, speaking of Yamsquad, almost forgot. I have the prototypes coming in for the first initial batch. So I'm making the website, that is underway. But first I need to get some products for the website. I'm going to start with one t-shirt, I think, one batch, just to see how it goes. And then I've got another few ideas to put on there, depending on how the first batch does. So I'm going to get the prototypes. I've got one female size and one male size coming. So I'm going to get one that fits me and one for my sister. Then we're going to get some photos taken. And that means then we go on to the website, I think, from there. But that will all be finalized hopefully soon, and I'll keep all of you guys up to date on that. So hopefully we'll get the t-shirts by the end of this week, and you'll have guys will hopefully let me know about what you think of them. And as always, have a good one, Yam Squad.